Whether you're voting for reform or not, or whether you like Nigel Farage or not, it's hard not to recognise the Nigel Farage effect and the effect and influence he's having on UK politics. Now, whether we believe UK opinion polls or whether we think he's going to get in, he's having a massive effect on UK politics. And he's even making the current government do U-turns on particular policies that they've already brought in. And it's amazing to kind of see. And no matter what you think of the guy, for certain policies that a lot of the majority of the UK disagree with, for him and other parties to apply pressure on the government to actually change the policies and policies that affect working class people, I think it's absolutely amazing. So whether he gets in or not, nobody really knows. It's a few years off. If you believe a lot of the commentators online, they reckon there could be a general election as early as next year. But obviously nobody has a crystal ball to know if that's going to happen or not. But if you think back to Brexit, he didn't really have a particular pivotal role in policy or calling for a referendum or even in a mainstream party. He was just a commentator, influencer, speaker-upper for the UK, people of the UK, basically. So whether you like him or not, hopefully he is having a good effect on the UK and he's looking out for working class people. And it's hard to think how he can resonate more with working class people when he's privately educated. I think he was a commodities trader in London. And he's a far cry from the working class person, but he somehow seems to resonate. Now, on the flip side of it, if I'm going to be unbiased, is not only is he good at influencing politics and getting inside the voting public's minds, he can also influence and manipulate the public into what he kind of wants out of a scenario. And that just needs to be remembered, that you don't really know someone's actual motive, do you? The deep down motive of why they do things, you don't really know. You don't know what conversations go on behind doors, and you don't know where he's really coming from or what he's going to do. If we've seen with the Labour government, if anything, they say one thing and then they do another when they get into power. And it could be the same with Nigel Farage. But he is very good at manipulating and controlling the narrative and the story and the limelight and the public and even the media to a certain degree. They kind of ostracised him a lot of years ago, and he's a bit of a villain, a bit like what Boris is now, but he's kind of made a bit of a resurgence and he seems to be getting a lot of the limelight and a lot of media headlines and such as that. So it's going to be interesting to see where the country goes over the next couple of years, and if we do have an early general election, and if indeed Nigel Farage gets in. But hats off to the fella. You can't say he isn't having an effect on UK politics.